Alright, so last time we played, we did a bunch of stuff. Got shot at a bunch. Now we're gonna investigate, forget what we're doing here. Hold on. Oh yeah, we have to help Coyote. She wants revenge for stuff and things. High octane intensity sounds like high octane crazy, which is something I approve of, even though I know that's not a reference, because that Mad Max movie was made years later. Alright. So it looks like we don't have to go in shooting, which is good. I'm not playing a hooder type, so it makes more sense to not go in shooting, even though this is a clear place of scum and villainy. Oh, shit. Maybe I should have come in here and start shooting up. Okay, so Jamal is down the hall. That rhymes. Oh, shit. Oh, God. I may have fucked up. Yakuza's here. Oh boy. I do not remember this at all. Okay, so is this Jamal? No, that's Charlie. I wonder if he's eating his milk steak and trying to huff bees. Hey, Jamal. Yeah. Yeah, okay, so originally I wasn't going to play a hooder. But I really, really don't like these guys. Let's see here. What kind of weapon do I have? And spray and pray. Oh, she's right there. Should probably get to some at least partial cover. Oh, jeez. He just ran out like his ass was on fire. Man, well, I couldn't have critted when I did the thing. Oh. Oh. Well. That was interesting. And by interesting, I mean stupid. Plus, I'd already talked my way past the guy. It's like... Alright. So we know all this stuff. Let's talk to her, learn about horrible things happening here. Alright, and then let's talk our way past Charlie. Again, milk steak, etc. What's going on over here? Nothing, really. Okay, so... They don't want me to do any civilian casualties, which, you know, I mean, fair enough. Even though I'm not a hooder, it's better business. BTL security, Yakuza decker, BTL operator. Ooh! Nice shot! Which leaves over here free. Oh, jeez. Shaman, okay. First order of business. Position. Wait, no. First order of position of... Bleh, first order of business is to do this. And then, second order of business. Physician, heal thyself. He says he has a concussion grenade. Oh shit. Okay. Why is she killing her own dudes? Oh, okay. I actually do summon in this game. I didn't know that she had failed summoning it already, though. Is there anything that he can do? Spray and pray. Can I heal yet? No. Okay. Oh, yeah. Actually, yes, I can. Then... God. What's this, though? Oh. Oh well. I didn't kill him. I just wanted to be known that I did not kill that one. Shit. Oh well. It's a 70% chance to hit him. Brings 85. I think that's worth it. Oh, jeez. Managed to crit. All right. Or who's that? I wanna... I kind of wish that I managed to save all of the guys, but unfortunately, the summoner fucking failed that. A real rain is coming to Seattle. Wow. That's... okay. That's right, the Universal Brotherhood. Spoiler alert, they're a bunch of bug worshippers. I think I said this last time, but... okay. I can't believe the future knockoff Scientology could possibly be bad. I mean, it's surprising, but here we are. That's right. California is like seceded or something. Because like Seattle's the only, like the United States still exists technically, but it's mostly on like the East Coast, like the original 13 for the most part. I think there's a couple others, and then also for some reason we got Seattle. Um. So it's a weird situation. I think the elves, for the most part, have the the Western Americas, and I think the Native Americans took back most of the Central. Super good, actually. Should probably. Okay. Thank you. I'm kind of rusty on my Shadowrun lore because I actually have not played for real Shadowrun ever. I've just read the books, and it seems like kind of a big ol' hassle to play the game for real. It seems like the kind of game that really just is much better suited to being a video game. Yeah, that's exactly what I saw. Like, because like the moment somebody wants to play a Decker, you're slowing the game down to a crawl. Okay, so you can pay for runners, which fill in roles that you can't actually do yourself. The Nephilim network is typically is typically a little more expensive, but they're better. There was like one person I had that I found which was really good. I should use a Decker. What's the difference between a Decker and a Rigger? Like I'm not sure what the difference between a Decker and a Rigger is. Decker is a hacker, Rigger is a mechanist. Okay. Man, a brute with no... He must be just like super duper tough. Hold on. Hit points, essence... He doesn't actually seem that impressive. Why is he so... Riggers are super powerful in returns. Okay. Combat 2, dodge of 1, drone combat. Who doesn't like a swap babies? So I think I'll probably take one of them, and then probably a street samurai, because I've got the magic covered. Combat adept, combat decker, combat rigger, cybered warrior. Oh my, yes. Oh, no shotgun stuff? Ugh. Blech. Why would you not? Why would you be a warrior and not take shotgun stuff? Equipment for riggers is smart link operation. At 6 hit points. Assassin. Got a sword. And he's pretty good with the sword, actually. I'll try him out. So let's swap out that for lightning bolt. And that's it. That seems good. Yes. Can confirm. Brewski, I hear deckers are actually pretty terrible in this particular game, and that they're better in later games. Oh, look at that little drone! It's a Doberman! Oh man, I just scared him away because I fucking docked corporate at him. Ah, oh, that's super good. Oh no. Let's haste. Oh, I can't haste anybody. Let's... I think that was a smart choice. What is he doing back there? him. If we could cast anything else. Let's just attack him. Jesus Christ! Okay. Let's just murder him. Straight up murder that man. Can I lightning bolt yet? No. So... Let's search over here, see if I can find anybody. Hi! Is there any way I can summon from? No. This on a 75%? Oh, come on. Come on, bring your A game with the sword. Whoops, did not mean to just move. Oh. Ow! Oh, Jesus Christ! Eerily silent, eh? Not just regular silent? I've played most of Dragonfall, but I got stuck in one fight and quit, like, near the end. And, I've not played any of Hong Kong. I know I'm responding super late, but I was mostly concentrating on the fight there. Which, I mean, I don't really need to, considering this is a turn-based tactics game, so I should probably pay more attention to chat. Oh well. But how are you two doing? Only two active chatters in my thing. First off, let's haste me. This haste is good and free, and then Zap! Oh my god. Really? Can I summon anything? No. Really? Missed twice? Yeah. Missed twice. It missed twice, guys. Where's the good spot to hide? I guess over here. Okay. So let's haste. Oh, it's still my move. Oh, I can't use that because it's 2. Haste is really good. I've discovered. Let's just straight to this one. There we go. Oh, glad I did that. Oh, hi. Dude, you're fucked. Hey, maybe I didn't even need this. I don't know, they seem pretty good at dodging, actually. What? 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 Hey! 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 Not cool! I guess this ignores all enemies until you attack them, which would make a lot of sense. Oh, are we still fighting? Okay. I don't know where the others are. Let's send a drone in here. Okay, so that... Oh! Hi! Okay, let's just run up and start lashing at him. Oh, Jesus. Hey, you're not the only one who can fucking, like, steal turns. You fucking dipshit. Dingus dongus. So, his wounded is 6. This wounded is 9. I think it's better if I... Oh, I can't heal myself. Okay. In that case, let's haste up Ray again. For that exact reason. What the fuck? There's still guys here? Yep, there they are. Oh, jeez. No, no, no. Oh, woo! Shadowrunner, Shadowrunner. Adepts. Let's... Mage. How do you miss with an 80% chance to hit? That's ridiculous. Why are you shotgunning? You know what? I don't have time for your ridiculousness. Let's get a little bit closer so that way that 2 hits better. Leaving myself out in the open, but that's okay. I'm planning on stealing a turn from this guy. He has 3 ability points. Was not counting on that. Not counting on that at all. Have you seen that new game Anti-Hero? No, I have not. summon the garbage monster. Let's heal up you. Cool, I did it. I successfully killed a thing. Several things without anybody dying. I think I know which troll they're talking about. I believe we're done here. Yeah, I haven't. I'm not play. I ran a vote on Twitter, and I asked if they wanted to see more Shadowrun, if they wanted to see more Final Fantasy IX. So I decided to do this, and and people voted for this like overwhelmingly. That's when I tampered with the DNA evidence. Also, I have 8 karma. Holy crap. I should probably spend it. Oh, okay. Oh wow, dwarves actually make good casters apparently. Ooh, new etiquette. Another spell book. Alright, You would think maybe they're waiting for me to upload the VOD to YouTube. I'm going for a spellcaster, combination spellcaster summoner. Right now, I'm mostly focusing on the spell casting bit, but now I'm trying to choose an etiquette that I want. Security sounds good. I think I'll go with security. Yeah. Then I can save that 2 karma. I love Mr. Clue. I wonder if she's telling me to take the whole plate because she's trying to fill that mama niche, or if she told me to take the whole plate because all of the sausages are really bad. It could be either or. Both. Okay. Definitely both. Alright, how much money do I have? I need to save like 2,000. Oh no, ooh, I don't have a lot of money. I don't have a lot of money. I should find a way to get some funds. Cool. 2 more karma that I can't really spend, I don't think. Oh, whoa, no, I have 8. Jeez. They're just throwing karma at me. Okay, nah. Probably want to get more in spirit control, but I also want another spellbook slot. So now I have more spells I can equip. Or not. I've never played the tabletop version, so nice. Yeah, I would play a character like Johnny Clean. I'm gonna be completely 100% honest. I would play Johnny Clean. I'm just a janitor. I just mop up all of the blood that I spilled. Cool and good. Oh, guys, I have to do my hacking voice. We're in. I have the rules for 4th edition. I bought it shortly after I got this. I was hoping to get a, Oh no! Man, I have to get used to these new numbers. Silas Forsberg. Okay, I don't want this thing to get too... I don't want this thing getting too far away from me, because... Technomage. Actually, technomages are completely different things. Johnny Clean is right. This does just keep getting weirder. I've never played, like, I haven't even seen 5th edition Shadowrun stuff yet. It's the Crow.
Hey, what's up?
I'm playing Shadowrun Returns. It's good.
Oh, you're done with Final Fantasy for now?
I mean, I ran a poll on Twitter to see if they wanted me to play Shadowrun or Final Fantasy tonight, and it was overwhelmingly
Shadowrun.
It was
Okay, well.
yeah, it was overwhelmingly Shadowrun is kind of ridiculous.
No, okay. You gotta give the people what they want.
Yep.
But speaking of Final Fantasy, I beat Final Fantasy 15 today, finally.
Oh.
I got to see the ending. And the ending is actually really good, but it's kind of funny because, you know, like, the game has like a love story in it and stuff like that, right? But
Yeah.
almost the entire ending is just about how much Noctis likes his bros and is sad that he must leave them. And then right at the very end, right before like the end pops up, it's like also he loved his girlfriend, I guess, probably. It's like, oh yeah, that's right. That was a part of the game as well. But I mean, I guess I can't disagree with that because him and his bros are like the most well set up part of the plot. Like everything else doesn't make any sense, but he is friends with these guys and they went camping. And that's established. So that's what they went with. and it works pretty well, yeah. So it's just amusing that it's very clear they're just like, shit, we got to make an ending to this game, and we didn't put in any plot yet. So you know, whatever. We just got to have Noctis camp with his friends. That's all we got, and I appreciate that because his friends are the best. Anyway. So this is Shadowrun Returns, right?
This is Dead Man's Switch.
New Shadowrun.
This is Dead Man's Switch, so...
Okay, so it's not Dragonfall, it's not Hong Kong,
No.
it's not Shadowrun Online, or Shadowrun Boston Infection.
Are those real games?
Yes. Yes.
I don't believe you. I think you're making those up.
Why would I make that up? That would be stupid. It would be stupid to make that up. Shadowrun Boston Lockdown and Shadowrun Chronicles Infected. There we go. There you go. I got it right that time. Games which everyone hates. Everybody hates them.
Which one was the one for,
There's also Shadowrun and Shadowrun, and then there's also Shadowrun for the Sega CD, which was never translated.
Oh.
But there's the Genesis one, there's the Super Nintendo one, there's the multiplayer first-person shooter. Remember that? That was also called Shadowrun. And it had crossplay between 360 and PC, which meant the PC players always won, which was great.
Yeah.
Yeah, good times. I played a bit of that. It's not like it was terrible. It was just, like, I don't know. That's not something that anyone who knows what Shadowrun is would want. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, why would you license it and make that? Like, even the Syndicate, like, shooter, at least, like, Syndicate is a game about a couple of people together shooting things. You know? Like,
yeah.
It makes a bit of sense, I guess. But I don't know. But it wasn't terrible. It basically just... The only thing that it had from Shadowrun is you could be an elf, and you could have robot powers. And that's it. And the more robot powers you had, the less magic you could use, because
just
that's
like
how Shadowrun works.
Just like Shadowrun.
Yeah.
Just like
Shadowrun.
Just like my favorite character.
Just like my Japanese anime.
Just like my favorite character from Shadowrun, Johnny Shadowrun.
I genuinely thought you were gonna say Johnny Gat, and that would have been.
That would have also fit.
Yeah. Johnny Gat's gonna be in Agents of Mayhem for some reason, because they ran out of ideas already. That's unfortunate, but I don't know. Agents of Mayhem looks like it might be good.
It looks like it's going to be fun. I will probably buy it day one, but
the previews that I've seen are like they say like all the characters are fun, but the world is kind of shitty, and that's unfortunate.
Oh,
like a lot of corridors and things, which, having now played Final Fantasy, I'm very fucking familiar with corridors in open world games. Because holy shit, there were so many. I just want to talk about that because I played through chapter 13, which is the one everyone hates. And it really is just, you are in a base and it's all made of concrete and you just walk down and you hit switches for 2 hours and that's it. And they take away all your weapons, so you don't have any weapons anymore, any of your cool stuff. You have a ring that attacks by you, just hold down the circle button and then the enemy dies. So the combat's gone, everything's gone, just corridors. And that's it. And then at the end, you die, and then you come back later. So that's all right. It's that part is funny because it's clear they just copy pasted stuff to like make it longer. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And then the final chapter is funny because you wake up and you get in a truck, and then a character just explains all the things that happened in like 5 minutes of dialogue. He's just like, this is what's going on with everybody. We didn't have time for cutscenes for that. Nobody will explain any of these things, so here they are. So he's just like, here's what happened to like your friend, your friend's sister, the mechanic, all these characters, because they didn't have money to bring them back. And that literally is the reason, because they've said they're going to add like cutscenes to explain people's motivations, but they have to get them to come back and do recordings, so that's why they haven't done it. So they're just like, well, I don't know, this guy can do it, because I guess he was on staff or something. And so he just drives you around in his truck for a while as he exposits at you. And then you do the final dungeon, which is good, and then the game ends. And it's good. It's a good ending. And I think the ending helps make people feel a little better about the game, because it works pretty well, even if not a lot of the other stuff does. And it's not like the game's so long that people won't finish it. So, I like Shadowrun Dragonfall a lot. I don't necessarily like the other two as much. I think, like, probably I would have liked Hong Kong more if it was just, like, the first one, but by that point, we've kind of seen all the things that they do in these games. Do you see what I mean? Like,
yeah. Oh, geez, I can
like,
jump straight up to Haste 3. Hell yes.
You
Let's
should
do that.
definitely do that. That's awesome.
Yeah, Haste is really good in these games.
Yeah. It's true. Someone is talking shit about Johnny Mnemonic. That is not okay. Come on. Johnny Mnemonic is great. It's a great movie. It's got a crappy video game based on it, specifically based on the movie, but that's a different concern. There's an FMV game based on the Johnny Mnemonic movie of the story, and it's a hell of a thing.
Let's see, I have a bunch of stuff that I can still buy. Blindness, cannot see, or attack targets. Hell yes! Aim 2 might come in handy. Last 4 rounds for a 15% boost.
Have you ever actually played Shadowrun, like in real life?
No.
I did once. I made a character that was a troll that was a rabbi. And so he knew you have to take language skills, so I took like Hebrew and stuff like that. And it really pissed the GM off because you kind of have to make the character's like skills useful. So we ran into a lot of like corporations that just happened to have like Hasidic Jewish people on staff so that they could leave notes around and I could be useful. There's nothing in the rulebook that says that a troll can't be Jewish. Nothing there.
I've had a couple of different concepts for characters. For instance, the troll who got shorted out on during a BTL and now thinks he is Teddy Roosevelt.
In what way is Johnny Mnemonic inspired by Shadowrun? That doesn't make any sense. That's such a ridiculous thing to say. I'm talking about the guy in the chat. That's what they've said to you.
Okay.
It doesn't make any sense. It's like, if anything, it's a ripoff of like, what's the guy's name? Who's the guy who writes all the Cyberpunk stuff? William Gibson, right? But
I guess.
yeah, because it's based on a William Gibson short story, and he's the one who came up with like a lot of cyberpunk stuff. So that's like saying like the Lord of the Rings movies are based on like fucking Sword of Shannara or something. Like that doesn't make that's there's a connection there.
I really liked this
but
guy. So
you have it backwards. Backwards. Ugh.
let's see, who else can I hire? Oh, I think this was the guy I really liked, the support mage, but he's not too good because I'm a mage and I'm better than he is right now.
Right. Yeah, I mean, you only really need one mage in this game.
I think what I really need is a street chamois right now. Street Sammy.
Hmm.
Ooh.
Like the lady from Johnny Mnemonic.
Full
right?
Monty, I guess. I've never seen Johnny Mnemonic.
Oh, there's a lady with swords in her fingers, if I remember correctly.
Okay.
And she is the reason that in Shadowrun they're called Street Samurai, because that's what she calls herself in the short story.
Okay.
So there you go. You're broke, man. You don't have any money.
I don't have any money, but on the plus side, I do have a sweet crew with me.
That's true. That is important.
And I also have a lot of cool, good spells.
I like that everybody in Shadowrun games, regardless of what they do, has like some kind of ridiculous hairdo.
Yes. It's the future, man.
It's the future. It's the future of the 1980s. So that's why they look like that. But do you have hacking skills? I think in this one, don't you like have to have someone else? Nobody else can do it for you, right?
No, Mr. The cleaning guy, that guy, he can do it, but apparently it's not very good in this game.
Yeah. That's one of the things that they kind of improved for Dragonfall is letting other people take on like tech stuff for you. Because there are some party members that are pretty good at it. What's that RPG that was like cyberpunk with vampires? What was that about? It was on the DOS. Remember, what was it called?
Oh, I think I remember. I think I know what you're talking about. I just don't remember what it's called.
Someone did a Let's Play of it. I remember that.
Yeah, it is apparently really hard and kind of bad.
It's both of those things. Yeah, it is really bad and it's also really hard. It's bad because it's hard, I guess I should say, because like there's interesting things in it, but the combat is such like bullshit that it becomes impossible to proceed unless you're like following a walkthrough, basically. But now they're talking about hackers. That's low. That's a very low thing to stoop to. Talking about fucking hackers. But I'm trying to think of the movie. There's a cyberpunk movie where to save budget they just used cutscenes from Sega CD games as the cyberspace. I think it's called like Game Over or something, but basically the plot is this computer AI has created all these virtual worlds, and they're all like Mike Ditka's like play-by-play for the Sega CD and stuff like that, and they just dubbed over them with different people, like saying, "This is virtual reality." And it's amazing, an incredible game, incredible movie. It has Walter Koenig in it because he was in one of the Sega CD games, but they dubbed over him, so Walter Koenig talks with like a child's voice which is such a waste because I don't think you could. I mean, you could probably hire him pretty cheap.
Bloodnet.
Bloodnet, yes. You have to hack into Dracula's castle and cyber kill him.
Remember the goddamn, what was it? It had Christopher Walken in it, and also it was a Jack the Ripper situation where like somebody would hack into the internet.
Yes.
And kill.
Yeah, Ripper.
Yes.
Yeah, that's right. Which is it has the theme song of "Don't Fear the Reaper."
Yeah.
Because it sounds a little bit like Ripper. That was why they chose that song. That game's also terrible, and it barely has Christopher Walken in it, even. It's a shame.
Yeah. But he can be one of the 4 perpetrators, which is interesting.
He can be guilty. Even if he's guilty, he's barely in the game.
Yeah.
And you just kind of accuse him, and it shows stock footage of him.
Like, you have to figure out who's guilty, given by the clues to you, and it's like, it's weird.
Yeah, that game is not good.
No, it's not.
I have a soft spot for like crappy full motion video adventure games. Like, it's a thing that's lost now because you can just make a regular game for the same budget or cheaper. But there were so many of them, and they were all adorable. Like that one's incredible because it has Christopher Walken. Gabriel Knight 2 is great because they used the fact they didn't have to like draw and render stuff to put on an opera in the game about werewolves. And that's pretty. So that's the climax of the game. Is you perform Wagner's secret werewolf opera to defeat the enemy werewolves with opera music, and they were just like, and they said in interviews like they realized, okay, we can just film whatever we want, so let's just film a musical number. Like, fuck it, because at that time you would have to draw all the things, do all the animation, or you could just have some people come out and like dance. And so that's what they did. It was great. That game's great. I love Gabriel Knight 2. It's terrible, but it's cute. It's cute that they thought that was okay. And they got the worst person. Like, Gabriel Knight in the first one is voiced by Tim Curry.
Nice.
And nobody could possibly live up to that, but the guy they got to be Gabriel Knight in 2 is like the biggest dork in the world. And I don't know. They got Tim Curry back for 3, but nobody likes 3, so it doesn't really matter. You got your robots. Get some robots.
Yeah, robots.
Yeah, robots. Other full motion video games were there. I mean, I like Myst, of course, and Riven, but let's see. Black Dahlia was pretty good. That's actually true. It's a pretty good game. And the most bizarre is probably Terror Tracks. Have you ever heard of Terror Tracks?
No.
Okay, well, Terror Tracks was a series of choose-your-own-adventure games on CD. So it would say, like, if you make this decision, turn to track whatever.
Right.
And, vice versa. And they made a full-motion video adaptation of one of those.
Wow.
And it's exactly the same, like, choices and outcomes and things, but they shot, like, some community theater actors doing it. And it's beautiful. It's really funny. Yeah, the cheaper the better. There's one where Christopher Lee explains like ghost phenomena to you, which is where I don't know if you've ever seen that video I have on my YouTube of the guy talking about how he's like the Ghostbusters, but real. That's what that's from. They got a bunch of crazy people to just record themselves talking about ghosts, and then Christopher Lee bookends the game, and that's great.
Christopher Lee
Good
is
times.
Really good.
Christopher Lee is fantastic. I wish like he was the guy telling the stories and not a bunch of dweeby guys who believe in ghosts, but alas, it could not be. I loved Contradiction. Contradiction is really good.
I have yet to play Contradiction despite owning it.
That's a good game. It's pretty funny. It makes me sad that we will never have a Contradiction 2, but most of the people have moved on by now, so it's not going to happen. I liked Her Story, even. I know there's a lot of problems with it, but I kind of liked it.
Never played it. I heard that it was really bad.
Oh, that's not true. is just sort of bad. And let's never forget, make my video, the fine Sega CD games.
Oh yes.
Yeah. Were they like in excess for some reason, and then?
Are you excited? Are you as excited as I am for the fucking Night Trap return?
Yeah, actually, I am.
Night Trap is going to be amazing.
Night Trap Redux, because they kept everything, kept all the film somehow.
Yeah.
I don't know why, but someone did, and it's gonna be awesome. It's gonna be so great. I'm excited about that. Yeah. I wish they could remaster all the other stuff, old FMV games, but mostly they just a lot of them were shot on tapes and stuff, so they can't. But for some reason, Night Trap was shot on film, so we could get this one. Nobody's ever gonna get Phantasmagoria in HD, but fucking Night Trap, that's what we get. They did put out a remastering of the Journeyman Project remake that came out on the Mac, but it's not an HD. They just got they uncompressed they got the original files, so they're not so compressed, and it does look a lot better. But I kind of wish we could get people talking about time travel in high definition too. That'd be pretty sweet. Or Gabriel Knight. High definition werewolf opera would be pretty fantastic, but alas, it will never be. Haste is a really good spell in this game. It's really good.
Alright.
Okay.
Okay. Oops, I turned something on instead of turning the thing I wanted to turn off. Oh well.
You got a robot. You turned a robot on.
Yeah. Hello, Smithers. You're quite good at turning me on.
That is a puzzle in Gabriel Knight 2, and it's really funny.
Oh, that's really good.
You have to do the old cassette and editing trick to get to pet some wolves. You don't learn anything from it, but you get to see some wolves, and it's required to progress the game. So you gotta do it. Gotta pet those wolves.
My favorite thing was about that clip was they used it twice because Simpsons had a special when they finally when they got more episodes than the Flintstones, and one of they did this thing where they were asking answering viewer questions, and one of the questions was what the hell is up with Mr. Smithers? And then they showed the Hello Smithers thing, and their answer was there's absolutely nothing wrong with Smithers. He's just a weird 40-year-old man who lives with his mother and works for Mr. Burns. Thanks for asking.
A lot of that could also describe Skinner as well.
But, yeah, but Skinner's
good old
straight.
Skinner. That's true. And his name is Armin Tamzarian, thank you. I'll have you remember that.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Yes. Yeah, remember that episode?
Where he turned out to be a fake Skinner?
He was a fake Skinner who served with the real Skinner in Vietnam.
Yeah.
And then they say at the end, let's never discuss this again, because
it's
they
the
wanted
Simpsons.
to keep it. Yeah, and also because that was the bad season of The Simpsons, so they were running out of ideas. I think that was season 9, and that's kind of when they started falling apart. But man. Remember the Simpsons movie? That was okay.
Yeah,
I guess.
that was pretty good.
Yeah. That's one of the few cases of movies getting better with like focus testing, because I have the movie, and in the commentary track they talk about like they would just have characters appear and they would assume that like the audience would clap just to see them. And they were complaining that they had to put in jokes for all the characters to say so that the audience would react. It's like that's what a movie is.
Yeah.
They just assume that like, oh, Mr. Smithers is here. I'll clap. You know, I saw TIE fighters and I clapped, like that kind of thing.
Yeah.
Yeah. So the focus testing made them actually put jokes in their movie, and that's a good.
It is a good.
But it also unfortunately made them like make Spider-Pig a bigger part of the movie, and that was certainly a detriment.
I liked the first time when Spider-Pig popped up, but then they overdid it.
Yeah, like what happened is that happened, and everyone clapped and laughed because it was funny, and that was the only thing they were like laughing at. So they said, we're gonna have to put jokes in, and also Spider-Pig must be everywhere in this film because that's the only thing we have that people like, and that's what happened. But on the whole, I thought the movie was all right.
Yeah, the movie was pretty good.
It's got some funny stuff in it. It was funny. When I saw it, I was in Ireland, and there's a guy with a terrible Irish accent in it, and everybody laughed. And I don't think that was intentional, but they certainly thought that was funny.
Can I dismiss this? Yes.
Yeah, you can.
Good. I didn't want to like lose control and then have it murder the fuck out of me.
Yeah, I think in the tabletop game that can happen, but they didn't put that in. They didn't put that in their game because they wanted people to enjoy themselves.
No, they definitely put it in this game that you can lose control of a spirit and it will start murdering you. Like really hard.
That reminds me of oh yeah, that's true. I forgot about that. But that reminds me of in one of the civilization in Call to Power 2 and Call to Power, you know, the unofficial civilizations. You could build a big pyramid AI thing and it makes everyone happy. But it can just revolt and then it takes away half your cities and makes them into an AI faction. Which is annoying. But if someone else has like built the Emancipation Proclamation, that makes all like rebel uprisings side with them. So the AI can join their party instead, and then all of a sudden they'll just control your entire country. Because Abe Lincoln, I guess, is just that powerful. But
Abe Lincoln is pretty powerful.
Someone asked, didn't they bring They did bring Spider-Pig back, yes. They were that desperate for their television show to have ratings. They brought Spider-Pig back. Honestly, I haven't watched The Simpsons on TV in like 10 years.
Yeah, I haven't watched TV in 10 years, so it's been even
Really?
longer. Yeah, I don't watch I don't watch really any TV. The only TV show I really watch is Game of Thrones, and I download that after the fact and watch it on my watch it on my computer.
You don't like the hit show BoJack Horseman? You're not a
Never
fan?
seen it.
Oh. I watch a lot of stuff on like Netflix and things like that. I guess it's true I don't watch a lot of like on-air television like I used to when I was younger. It's a good point. But, you know, there's a lot of cool stuff out there. I mean, I've been watching... It's embarrassing, but I've been watching some Doctor Who recently, like old stuff.
Yeah.
And it's pretty entertaining, actually. I think it's kind of charming. Like, I don't know. I can't explain it, because I guess in some ways the writing hasn't, like, gotten that... it's different, but I think like poor writing and poor effects are more excusable when your show has like no budget.
Yeah.
Does that make sense?
Yeah. It's just like,
Like,
oh, that's
when
just
they're like,
that's just the best that they could possibly do with given
yeah, like
their
when the
restraints.
alien, it's like a trash can with like some hose on it. It's like that's what they could do. They didn't have anything like that.
I will say this: the worst thing of Doctor Who I've ever seen. This is including Moffat stuff. Is one of the first Doctor episodes where they run into a planet filled with like giant bug people. And it's
and like a bunch of ant people, right?
Yeah, and the ants are very clearly just like plastic shells, and guys wearing black pants.
Yeah, you want to know the most interesting thing about that serial is that those ants were supposed to be the big breakout like villain of the show. That was their idea. Was people would be. Because people really like the Daleks, so they didn't want to bring them back. So they said, like, these ant people, this is going to be the thing. They will be, like, recurring villains. They'll bring them back at the next season. And they look like shit and everyone hates them. So nobody ever saw the ants again.
Yeah,
they brought back the Daleks, like, the next season.
Yeah.
Like, that's
I saw the Return of the Daleks.
Like.
The Return of the Daleks episode was really good. That was the episode that his niece left.
Yeah, his
granddaughter.
Yeah. His granddaughter, Susan Foreman.
Yeah.
Yeah. The first Doctor's pretty great because he's just kind of a dick because they hadn't decided to like make him sympathetic yet.
Yeah.
So often he'll just be like, "This is kind of dangerous. Let's just leave. Whatever. It's not our problem." And only later would they have to like actually try to help people.
God damn.
But my favorite old Doctor is probably the third one because that's the one that drives around in a car and just hangs out like in London in his car.
Never seen it. I never got that far. I only got up to like the very beginning of the second Doctor before giving up on watching old Doctor Who. And
you should just watch Tom Baker episodes because he's like the good one.
Yeah.
Yeah, everybody likes Tom Baker. He's also the one who was around the longest, you know, like 7 years of Tom Baker.
Well, technically, yes, he was around the longest, but also technically the 8th Doctor was around the longest, because the 8th Doctor
that doesn't count, he was in one thing.
No, he was in the movie, and then he was, for all the radio serials after that.
Oh, sure, yeah. If you, watch comic books, if you read comic books, he was around a long time, yeah. That's true. But, like, on TV, like, Tom Baker is the guy. But the third Doctor's funny because they just reused a bunch of like lots of proposal scripts for Professor Quatermass, who was like an older sci-fi show, who was kind of like a scientist guy. They decided like if they just made Doctor Who a scientist guy in a lab, they could just use all those scripts and not have to make more Doctor Who scripts. So that's what they did. And so he just drives around, and they never need sets because he's just in his car, and it's adorable. But not necessarily very good, but it is cute. This guy said there's an episode where someone gets a blowjob from a cobblestone.
Oh yeah,
Fuck?
that's
That happened?
That happens. There's an episode. No. There's a recent, like, it's a modern episode too, where
It would be, wouldn't it?
Yeah, it's. So basically, the premise is, the fucking there's
Someone
this
gets
monster.
Turned into a cobblestone.
There's this monster that's like melting people for sustenance or something, and and it turns and like they managed to. There's this one guy and he was like, please save my girlfriend," and they save his girlfriend. But she's partially melted into the into a cobblestone already, but her consciousness is still in there. So he's like, well, she can still do all the things that she could in bed, and it's a blow.
What?
It's a blow. Yeah, it's a blowjob cobblestone. It's
What?
yeah. You need to watch it. I forget what the
I don't think I'm
episode
gonna
is
watch
called.
that.
No,
I think I'll pass.
You should definitely watch it.
No thanks. I don't know. Stephen Moffat writing like gives me a headache.
Yeah, Moffat is.
Yeah.
It's like legitimately the worst.
The dumbest fucking things. Like, and I guess he decided that it's really clever to like just have people say a phrase every episode.
Yeah.
So that's what he does. But I mean, that's not his fault because the guy before him did that too, and it was equally stupid. But like, you think if you were given free reign, you would maybe change that part, and they didn't. But
it's almost like Stephen Moffat's a bad fucking writer.
Well, like, the reason people liked Stephen Moffat is because he wrote a couple good episodes.
Yeah, when he's contained to one episode, he's all right, but when he's given a long-form thing, he's terrible.
Yeah. It's funny because I think the episode that people like the most, like, recently is it's the one called Listen, where basically they're just, like, scared of a monster they can't see.
Yeah.
In the TARDIS. And he said he wrote it to show that he could still write, like, constricted episodes where, like, they don't run around and do a bunch of stuff. And that's the one everybody likes. Because it turns out, if they just have dialogue and, like, do interesting things, that's way better. And that's not the lesson he learned from that. He was just like, we'll never do that again. But that one's all right, because it basically is just like the Doctor Who decides maybe there's like an invisible monster and he wants to go find it, and they try to find it. And they have an adventure. And there you go. That's all you need. And it's invisible so they don't have to do special effects. It's brilliant. As opposed to a bunch of CGI and things exploding in space, which is what happens now. Oh, he says the blowjob cobblestone was pre-Moffat, so there you go.
No, it was pre-Moffat, but that was a Moffat-written episode. Moffat wrote that.
Oh, good. I'm glad that that's the case. I'm gonna look this up. Doctor Who blowjob cobblestone. Let's ruin my search history. Blowjob cobblestone. Yeah, all right. It's
which one's the? I think this one's
written by.
I could swear it's Moffat. I might actually be mistaken. That might actually be somebody else, but I swear it's Moffat.
Let's see. I'm trying to figure out what. Okay, Love and Monsters.
Yes, that's it. That's.
Yeah, it's written by good old Rusty. Rusty Davis.
That is Rusty T. Davis. Oh, Rusty,
Yeah.
I thought you were better than that. Why'd you make blowjob cobblestone?
Why did you think that Russell Davis was better than that?
Because he made good episodes and he made good, long-running things.
Well, he also made the blowjob cobblestone.
I don't know.
Good old Rusty. Remember when people thought, oh, Moffat will come in and fix this show, and he will repair all the problems Russell Davis created? It turned out no. He'll just make new problems. Maybe the new person will be good. There's a new person coming in.
Yep.
It's a new doctor coming in. I guess it's a lady doctor.
It is a lady doctor. I'm excited.
I mean, like, really, it shouldn't matter that much. That's the thing.
No, but it does. It really sometimes it does.
But I mean, like, this, like, it really doesn't affect this kind of stories. Although I guess it'll mean he can't get the companion pregnant again, because now the doctor will get pregnant. Oh my god, that's what's gonna happen. and they'll say which companion was it, and they'll just do the Amy Pond thing again, but in reverse, and they'll say this is so brilliant. This is a deconstruction. That's what's going to happen, and it's going to be awful. But like fundamentally, it should be perfectly fine. I just think they're going to fuck it up, like with poor writing is all. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, I don't have a problem with that. I just think that the BBC is going to make a problem with that. But I mean, a new writing team and stuff like that, it should be interesting. And it's the Broadchurch guy, right? So Broadchurch was good. I'm not sure how you get from like the show about like child murder to Doctor Who, but whatever.
You just do. It's a thing that happens, I guess.
Is that what Doctor Who's going to be about now? Are
Yes.
they going to investigate a murder together?
Yes, that's exactly what it's going to be about now.
That'd be sweet. I
That
want
would be
Doctor
sweet,
Who to
actually.
just like they should just solve a murder throughout the course of the season, but somehow time travel's involved. Or maybe not. Maybe he just joined. She could go be a police sergeant somewhere, but like in space. Wouldn't that be great?
Sure.
Yeah. Doctor Who could become a police procedural, and it'll be fantastic. I hope it's good.
I do
And I'm
hope
glad
it's
that-
good too.
I'm glad Moffat's leaving, because Moffat is a hack.
I'm ready for Doctor Who to be enjoyable again.
I mean, every once in a while it's okay. Like, Moffat has a better track record with Doctor Who than with Sherlock Holmes.
Only because it's been around longer.
That's true, there's been more episodes. So there's more opportunities to do something good, but damn, man. Fucking BBC Sherlock. I was a lot more angry about that. I'm not so much anymore, but like I didn't have some kind of like childhood like relation to Doctor Who. You know what I mean? But like I grew up reading Sherlock Holmes all the time. And I was really mad that he kept fucking it up. But it's okay because we have Elementary now. It's okay. Jekyll. That's true. Moffat did make a show called Jekyll.
That's right. Jekyll exists and is terrible.
But he also did Coupling, which is good. So, 1 out of 4. It's a 250 batting average. That's all. That's better than Franchione, so that's all right. Someday someone will get one of my Franchione jokes, and I'll be happy. But it hasn't happened yet. But someday,
And
someone
never
will get it.
No.
He's still in the MLB. He's still around.
Nope.
People should know who Dennis Franchione is. Actually, I got the name wrong. That's why you didn't know who that was. Dennis Franchione is our coach here at the university. And I get him mixed up with the other guy. Who am I thinking of?
Mm-hmm.
Frank Core. Because everyone calls him Frenchie. That's right. Good old Frenchie. But Jeff Frank Core. It's who I was referring to, and unfortunately I was mistaken. Now I just feel dumb. Anyway, so these guys are making a new game, right?
I have no idea.
But it's not Shadowrun themed, if I remember correctly. They're doing something else this time.
Oh, that might be nice. That might be neat.
Yeah, I don't remember which one it is. Let's see, Airbrained Games. Yeah, they're doing a BattleTech game. That's right. So it's going to be giant robots. That could be good, I guess. I guess it depends on what they do with the story.
Yeah.
But yeah, so it's going to be robot strategy. That's a robot like tabletop thing, so
Cool.
might be all right. Yeah, it's an old like board game type thing. So tabletop, miniatures and stuff. Hmm.
Alright. Let's
You
level up.
helped,
Oh, jeez. I have 17 karma? Okay.
Hey, that's not bad.
No,
pretty good.
that is pretty good. You start
Yeah,
the
you
game
should
with
use
like
that.
30.
Yeah, you should go ahead and use that stuff, man.
I probably should. Yeah, let's get another etiquette. Let's do socialite. And then let's pump the rest of it into controlling spirits so that way I don't lose control.
So they won't break free, yeah.
Alright, and I think that's a good place to stop for the night because I've been playing for almost 2 hours, and also I just finished a major plot thread. So
Oh, right on.
alright, so
Have fun.
if this was the tabletop game, you can get initiate and get some busted magic ability. Oh well.
That's true. That's right. They didn't put that in because it would be completely broken.
Yes.
Which it is in the tabletop too, but like to get that much karma would be a very long process if you're actually playing with people.
Alright. Well, thanks for watching, everybody. Good night.
Yeah. Thanks for watching. Thanks for having us around in your lives. And good night.